Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini. Now, I've got big news for you today. Arkansas Razorbacks got a big win yesterday when they played Alabama A&M Bulldogs, and they beat them. I believe the score was 52-7. I meant to put the score on this slide, and I didn't do it. But anyway, what I got for you today, guys, is the Arkansas Razorbacks top 10 versus the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. And I'm just going to start off by saying, man, I think it was a great game for Arkansas. Taylen Green, the receivers, man, they come out looking sharp. Taylen Green looked great, throwing 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions. Offensive line blocked for him really good. Did a really good job. I was super proud, super excited to see that offense. It was everything I thought it was going to be. I knew the receivers are talented as can be. Man, they got some weapons out there. Holy moly, do they have some weapons. From Blake to Sharp to C.J. Jones. I mean, holy cow. Boy, they got some weapons. Running backs running good. They looked really good. On defense, looked really good too. Alabama A&M come out. They have some good coaches. They'd come up from Miles College where they had a lot of success. And that first drive, they really constricted us a few times on some man coverage. They called some great calls. But Coach Shea, they asked him right after that in the first quarter what he thought. And he said, hey, we've done a good job of coming out. He said, hopefully we can just withstand the barrage that's fixing to happen. He said something like that. He knew they come out and tricked them, did about all they could do and score. But he knew after that Arkansas was starting to figure out what they were doing. They were trying to, throw a lot of quick passes, and sooner the coaches are going to figure it out, and they're going to settle in. The players, too, settle in and stop them. Arkansas didn't really know what to expect. We knew we had a really good quarterback, and they do. That, what was his name, Cornelius Brown. On my show that morning, I put out a video about the keys to victory, and I said he's a good quarterback. We're going to have, he's going to come out and have some success, and when he does, don't jump off the boat. He's not bad. He's a good guy. He's a good player, and he is. And he come out throwing well. He's accurate and did really good. And they confused us a few times with some of our man coverages. But anyway, man, defense really settled in, played well. And I was real excited. The only thing that I was not excited about was to see Taylen Green take that big hit over. He's trying to stretch that first down. Man, we need a healthy Taylen Green more than we need a first down in this game, especially. That's the kind of play we need, like in the playoff game or something. Or we got to have Taylen Green healthy. He is the key to our offense. K.J. Jackson's really good too, but he's not Taylen Green just yet. Taylen's accuracy and running, he was just, man, on spot. And I was saying earlier, I think in my Too Deep, that I think Taylen's going to have a better season this year than he did last year. And I don't know if anybody will argue with me on that now after watching how he played. Played really well. Holy moly. And, man, he's got some weapons. Let me tell you. Wow, they have some weapons. All right, so let's check it out. Top 10 here. All right, number 10 was a guy that was really under my radar. I hadn't really started covering the recruits as much the year before he got here, but defensive tackle Kevin Oatis, he's from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Young man come in and played. He averaged 75, graded out 75 overall on defensive grade, 64 versus run, 64 versus in the pass rush. Did a good job. He did not have any stats like tackles or pressures or anything, but he come in and did a good job. And that's what a lot of times defense tackles do. They may not get a lot of tackles and sacks, this and that, but they're blocking. They're getting those linemen blocking them, and they're being totally selfless and letting these other guys get stats, linebackers and stuff. So great job to Kevin Oatis. And that shows, some people said we moved Blackstock over there, and they're like, oh man, that shows that we're fumbling around, don't know what we're doing, or we're scared. I can't remember the word they were using. But no, that's not it. We just need some more bodies. Blackstock wasn't starting. Put him over there. Man, Blackstock's a heck of an athlete. I saw him out there playing quite a bit. He's long arms. But Kevin Oatis, good job there. Young man, good job right there. All right, number 9 was cornerback Jaheim Singletary. He's from Jacksonville, Florida, but he is transferred into Arkansas from Georgia. He graded 76 overall in defense, very good grade, 73 in coverage, 77 tackle grade, and he had 2 tackles, and he only gave up 1 catch on 4 targets, which is very good. That means his receiver was targeted 4 times, gave up 1 catch. So that's a 25%. That's very good. So great job by Singletary there. He's picking up where he left off. He struggled a little bit last year. We looked at that in the two deep roster the other day, but man, really good game starting off here. So great job there, Mr. Singletary. And I do want to add too that I'm going to show the highlight video here of the game and kind of break that down here at the end. So stay tuned for that. I am going to show you the film and just show you the ESPN highlight video, and I'll just kind of talk through it a little bit and break it down what I see. Number 8 was cornerback Keshawn Davila. He is from Tampa, Florida, by way of Northwest Mississippi Community College, and which has been putting out a lot of players forever. I think my old head coach, athletic director James Smith, went there, I believe, played baseball and football both. But anyway, Davila graded out as 76 on overall defense. He gave up 0 catches on 2 targets. He graded out 75 in coverage and 74 tackling. So very good job there by Mr. Davila. Good job. Great that you're happy that you're with the Arkansas Razorbacks. All right, number 7 is right guard Kobe Branham. He's from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Young man, played well. I always tried to kind of keep an eye on him. He graded out as 81 overall offensive grade. 90 in the run block game, which is huge. Man, that's an absolutely wonderful grade. And then 86 pass blocking. Kobe had an absolutely great game in there. He lived up to the hype. You know, they've talked about how good he's playing. And, boy, he played a good game right there. 90 and 86. Those are 2 super grades. So, very good, Mr. Branham. Great job there. All right, number 6. Man that we've been wanting to see a lot of. He played well. Defensive end, Quincy Rhodes Jr. from North Little Rock, Arkansas. I think, what are they, the Charging Wildcats or something? I remember going watching them when I was in college. And they had a safety that signed with Arkansas, Jimmy something or other. He was their quarterback, and they moved him to safety there with Coach Houston Nutt. But anyway, Rhodes graded out 87 overall defense, 87 in the pass rush, 73 tackle grade, 70 versus the run. He did have 1 sack, 1 hurry, and he did have 1 tackle, and it was for a stop tackle, which a stop tackle means that he made that either on 3rd or 4th down, and it stopped their drive. So very good job there by Quincy Rhodes Jr. Having an absolutely wonderful game there. Did a great job, stepped up, and did good. All right, number 5 is linebacker Wyatt Simmons from Searcy, Arkansas. His daddy's the head coach at Harding. I know his daddy well. His daddy was a great player, and Wyatt showed well. He only got to play in about 8 plays or so, but when he was there, he graded very well. He graded out at an 87 overall defensively, 78 in coverage, 76 tackle grade. He had 2 tackles, and his player was targeted 1 time, and he gave up 0 catches. I saw Wyatt flying around the field. He showed real good speed. Just needs to probably get a little bit bigger, add a little bit of weight to him in there. And, boy, he showed a lot of speed and quickness and just aggressiveness. And so really good job there by Wyatt Simmons. Good job there, young man. Keep it up. All right, number 4, tight end Andreas Paaske from Copenhagen, Denmark. You know what's cool is we had an exchange student from Denmark, played for me one year. Heck of a player, man. He looked kind of like Paaske here. Tall, big guy, blonde-headed, big, strong kid. He was a good one for us. He played linebacker for us. Paaske graded 89 on offense, 86 in the pass game, 74 run blocking, which is really good. And then he did have that 1 catch for 5 yards, and it was for a touchdown. It was a great catch, jumped up high, caught it above his head. Really great play. Taylen put it in a great spot. We'll see that video of that catch here later. So great job there, Paaske, coming in and doing good blocking and catching, doing everything we thought you could do. So very good. Number 3 is defensive back Shakur Smalls. He's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by way of the University of Maine. He transferred into Arkansas from there. And, boy, I tell you what, this guy was laying some wood out there yesterday. Hit some big hits. He graded 89 on defense, 85 in pass coverage, 81 tackle grade, 79 in the pass rush because he did get a sack. He had 2 tackles, and both of them were stop tackles, which stopped drives, and he did have 1 pass broken up. So great job there, Shakur Smalls. I have a video of him breaking him down, and you can see what I thought of him when we signed him. Lived up to his hype today. Did a great job. So keep it going there, Mr. Smalls. Great job. All right, number 2. Great out. Number 2 is a guy who I told you, and a lot of people did later, when I saw him play at UNC Charlotte, I said, this could be our man. This could be our next leading receiver. Wide receiver Omega Blake from Rock Hill, South Carolina, by way of UNC Charlotte, University of North Carolina in Charlotte. Now, he graded out a 91 on offense. Absolutely wonderful grade. 90 receiving grade. He had 7 catches, 121 yards. He averaged 17.3 yards per catch, and he had a touchdown. He balled out. Omega Blake was everything and more who I thought he would be. Absolute great game. Taylen did a good job getting it to him, and that's who I thought really would come on. Now, next week, it may be somebody else. C.J. Brown had a good game, too. Any one of them. Monte Harrison looked good. They all look good. We are loaded at wide receiver. And Omega Blake, great job. He graded out as second on our team in the top 10. Here is number 1. Should not be a surprise to you, but quarterback Taylen Green from Louisville, Texas, by way of Boise State. How in the world did he get out to Boise State and none of you knuckleheads in Texas signed that guy? Or in Arkansas, too. Maybe he just wanted to go there. I don't know. But anyway, heck of a player here. And I think Petrino tried to recruit him, too, wherever he was at the time. I know he recruited him a little bit there. I don't know exactly where he was. But anyway, Taylen graded out 94 on offense, 94 in the pass game, 74 in the run game. He was 31 of 38, which is a 77.4 completion percentage. Holy moly, 77% completion percentage. 322 passing yards, 6 touchdowns. Holy moly, 6 touchdowns. He had 8 carries for 51 yards on top of that. Wow. Super game by Taylen Green. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. I said in the Too Deep video I made that he has so many weapons now. Last year they didn't have. This year he is loaded with weapons, and he's accurate. He's been working with Coach Petrino now. This is his second year. You see Coach Petrino, what he can do. Man, that guy. And then Coach Pittman's put all these guys together. Great job, man. And I understand first game, but, man, we come out and balled well. You see they've gotten a lot of good players. I'm excited. We got Arkansas State next week. We got to show up and play well and just got to keep getting better. But Taylen Green, man, he really played well. And like I say, if I'm the coaches, I tell him we don't want to take any hits. I don't care if it's 3rd and 2 and you got to slide, it becomes 4th and 1. That's okay. We need you to play. KJ's good, KJ Jackson, but let's wait and let him play next year. Try to win the job next year. Let's keep you upright and healthy, young man. Because, man, this guy can take you a long ways, but we need him healthy. So great job. Offensive line, all of them, Robinson. Let's see if I can name them. Robinson, Carmona. I got scared when Carmona got hurt. Thank goodness he got back up. Caden Kittler at center. I always want to call him Staller or something, but Caden Kittler at center. Right guard, Branham, who was in our top 10. Then right tackle, Marion Harris. And then other guys played too. McCroy got in there and played. There was a lot of backups in there. I saw Dummerville in there. They had a lot of them. Hopefully all had 10, 12 played. And that's what we was wanting to do too. I was wanting to see all these guys get in there and play, and they get to see real film, not these scrimmages. Scrimmages aren't real, but this is real film they can see and see what they're doing. Now the coaches have something to coach them up about, and say, hey, we need to do this better, do that better. So anyway, great job. Super excited. Like I said, the only 2 things I was upset about was seeing Taylen Green take those 2 hits. Other than that, I thought it went really well. So great job to Arkansas coaches and the players. Great job, great starting point. Now let's get better. Usually you see the most growth from that game 1 to game 2, So let's see how it goes. Great job. Now let's watch the highlight video. Okay, now how am I going to get on that? There's a top 10 again. I just made the list in that order. I may come back to that. Let me see. I guess I'll just have to copy this and open a new tab. And I don't have anything open right now. Let's go back to this. There's the right there, the red out. I'm going to get off of that, though, see if I can get to YouTube here. Hopefully my computer will hold up. Of course, must watch this. My computer's not the best in the world, so you'll have to bear with me. Here it is right here. And I'm not going to play the sound. I'm just going to kind of let it go. And let's get it started here. It's about 15 minutes. I'm going to kind of let it play, just talk through it. Opening kick, Rodney Hill right here. Boy, he has a really good run. He's a downhill runner. This is a great job for him. He hits it hard. Look at him rolling. They did a good job right there tackling him. but he's hitting it hard there. All right, Taylen Green, man, here they go. Looking good. Boy, isn't that a great sight to see. Finally, we got football. Hits Omega Blake there on underneath route. Make a great job breaking tackles. Look at him. They thought they had him down. He picks up 5 more yards. Great play. Great accuracy there by Taylen. That's a hard one to throw there. Here's Taylen the great on the play action pass. Hitting, is that Jalen Brown, I believe, coming across the middle. Still trying to learn their numbers. Great job. Look at him putting that ball behind his back. Look at that accuracy. Boom, that's perfect, guys. Look at that accuracy right there. Holy moly. There's big Branham in there blocking right guard right there. And here Taylen gets off. This is a big run here. One of his runs. Great job right there. Get out of bounds. Don't let them hit you. We don't need any hits. Empty set right here. Offensive line got to step up. They brought one more and we can block C.J. Brown. That's what happens when you put NFL prototype size and speed at every receiver's position. C.J. Brown. And you might see CS on his back. And I saw that and I was like, why is it CS? Is that not C.J.? But I think that's an homage to his daddy. He's wanting to, I think it had to do with his dad. Defense on the field. Here's our good quarterback, tall guy. Look at him. Accurate. Big hit right there. Big hit. That was, oh my goodness, Neal. That was Neal come out with a big hit right there. Crossing routes are hard to cover man-to-man. That's why you run them. Look at his accuracy. Perfect. Pretty good in there. Neal with a big hit. If they catch it, hit them. And that was a big lick right there. Another accurate throw right there. There's Neal again on the tackle. I don't think that was his man. He just ended up tackling him. I could back it up and show you, but I'm going to try not to do that right here. I could do that in another video. But good job, Neal, getting him down. Get him down, make him run another play. Don't give him a big play. And I told you that these guys are going to have a little bit of success against us. They're good. Look here. He had him tackled, just couldn't get him down. Stephen Dix had big number 75 help out there. Look at that big fella. He helped push him in. So, hey, right now I'm thinking, well, dadgum, defense will have to figure it out. And right there, who was that, number 9? Somebody coming there falling. If he'd have kept his feet, he would have tackled him in the hole there. Might have been Larry Worth. Just kind of missed him there. Look at Stephen Dix fighting. I like Stephen Dix a lot, man. He's a fighter. Offense back on the field. Got to answer right here. Got to go answer. Offensive line. Look at the time he's got right there. Perfect. Omega Blake. Good catch. The pass was a little behind him. Good hands right there. Very good play by Omega Blake. Got to help the receiver out. But look at the offensive line. Right here. Blocking. Great job. Good catch right there. Good throw by Taylen. Gonna give it to Washington here. Almost breaks this one. Oh, I thought he had it, and then he tripped. Holy moly. He was going to show that speed, and I promise you, he wants to show it. I love his play. A little quick pitch downhill. You see Marion Harris getting down and getting a block. Boy, he almost had it. He just tripped right in there. Oh, my goodness. I know he's sick. He wanted to score so hard, so bad. Taylen kept this one. That might have been the third worst play right there. Let's don't do that. Automatic give. Teams like this when we think we. But right now, hey, there's Starzik. Boy, is this guy going to be a weapon. He comes in there, a 53-yard field goal. Watch him, just hammers this thing. Holy moly, he hits the net. 53 yards. Man, this guy's going to be a weapon for us. I'm telling you, that was great, us getting him. Great. Good. Look at them hands right there. Look at those hands. That's big Jaden Platt transferring from Texas A&M. Great catch right there. Right there, kind of missed him. Carmona missed a little bit. But, hey, look at Taylen. Just get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Don't do that. Don't do it. We'll just punt it. Don't get hit, Taylen. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't get hit. Run out of bounds. Save yourself. Oh, boy, look at that receiver wide open. They had a breakdown in their covers, but look, we scored off of it. There's Raylan Sharp right there. Great play. You see, we got the big play and scored. They had a few big plays. We stopped them from scoring. So, once again, there's C.J. Brown, Raylan Sharp. These guys, man, we are loaded at receiver. And I could break down and show what they did. I think the safety went to the wrong guy. They tried to corner blitz, and they got burnt. Big Bradley Shaw chased him down. Now, right there, Stephen Dix had the tight end, but when he saw Brown coming out, he come up going to try to tackle him. You see him right here. Dix had him, and he just got a little bit out of position. And that Brown is a heck of a quarterback, man. I'm telling you, he's a good one. Right here, they got us on the old. I'm gonna back this one up. I shouldn't, but right here, short side of the field, man to man. You're gonna run it on this running back on a wheel route. Coach Petrino does this all the time. Shaw, I believe, has got him man to man, and this guy running old picking here, and Shaw kind of goes around him and then don't tackle him. I don't think so. Great play call by them right here. This is a perfect call. You see this call all the time. With Shaw just a little bit out of position there, but he did get him down. So good job by Bradley Shaw. They got us on that one. Computers want to lag a little bit, like you see. I'm going to try to just let it play. Great play right there. What number one? Who is that? That is I talked to him. Philip Lee. I thought Philip Lee made a couple really big plays. He's undersized, but he showed his quickness right here. Watch him. Big fella wants to come out and block him, and Lee shoots inside of him. Big play right there. Big play right there. Philip Lee, I thought, made 2 or 3 really good plays too. There he is right there getting some pressure. Boom! Big lick right there. Who's that? That's Larry Worth. Larry Worth with a big hit. Good job, Larry Worth. Big play right there. Oh, boy. Here we go with some more commercials. That's all right. Maybe it'll go by fast. All right, here we go. Arkansas back at it. Who's that there? That's C.J. Brown right there showing he's going to be a weapon for us in there. That's going to be their 3rd or 4th best corner covering him. And C.J. Brown is NFL prototype size and speed, guys. I mean, he is a heck of an athlete. Right here, Taylen didn't have anybody, so he runs it. He could have probably stayed in the pocket right there, but he didn't really have anybody open, so he went ahead and ran it. Computer's lagging. I apologize, guys. I may just go ahead and I know you don't want to watch this lag and mess. But watch old Taylen. He don't go down easy, does he? He's 6'6", 230. Defense on the field. Got to shut him down right here. Cam Ball busting through. Man, look at that catch there. We're all over him. Is that us? Who is that? Singletary on coverage there. Great coverage. There goes Taylen. Hey, run him out of there. He'll go run for 30 yards. Right here, just get out of bounds. Don't take that hit right there, Taylen. Let's slide. He's okay, but let's don't take that hit. Let's slide and play next play. I wonder if I knock this down to the smaller size, if that would make it run any better. Probably not. Good throw right there. There's Monte Harrison. Boy, he looks big and fast right there. Boy, he's a weapon, too. I'm telling you. Arkansas